What's going on, everybody? It is time for our Impact Wrestling rumor mill. Is what I'm calling it for now. We'll make up another name later. But really, I think this is my idea, but I think it's a little less of Casey's idea. But we're gonna try to do more Impact, news and rumors, and because I feel like there's always news and rumors going on that we could always touch on and talk about. And
They're
this is
going
one
out
that
of
I
business.
actually
They're going out of business.
true, true. Um, this is definitely one that I had came across. I was on Facebook earlier, just kind of scrolling on my timeline, and I saw a picture of Laurel, and she was, and there was a little like monologue about kind of potentially her being released, and it is just a rumor right now. So we're unsure at this time if this is going to be something that happens. But a lot of times in wrestling, I feel like rumors end up being true. It's kind of like in sports, like I love how in sports they always say this is a rumor, and it like 95.6987% is usually true, right? Like for the most part, it usually comes true, whatever the rumor was, and I feel like it's the same way in wrestling at times. Um, but as you can see, Laurel Van Ness, I think she actually asked for her release. Is the rumor that's going around. I'm not sure. I haven't watched Impact just yet. I'm planning on doing it right after this so we can do the review as well. But I'm not sure. Did she win the number one contenders match? I hate to spoil myself on this, but
She did. Well,
she did. Then why would she?
the semi because they
That's
had
right. That's right. They're doing a tournament. That's right.
yeah. So she did win that the triple threat match. Yes.
So I mean, I don't know why she would be unhappy with everything. I think to a certain degree, and this is kind of something we talked about a lot. I feel like one of the biggest issues, and why probably a lot of talent leave Impact is the kind of unraveling backstage. It's just I think it's too much. It's got to be stressful on the wrestlers. Like you think about it, if you go into your normal job, whatever your job is, your unordinary job, whatever you do, and there's always something going on with your bosses, and they're always arguing, and you got to listen to one thing, listen to another. Like I feel like that's got to be stressful on the roster. That's got to be taking a toll on the roster, just being able to go out and do what they love to do and do what they do. So I don't know. I think that's my take on it. I feel like that's everybody. I feel like everybody wants to comment on the fact that TNA loses roster, people from their roster, but no one wants to say why. They want to just like come up with this generic, oh, it's something backstage. Well, why don't you try to figure it out, or try to explain why this may be happening instead of just coming up with this generic statement because you just hate TNA. And I feel like that's what I feel like in particular with this kind of release. Some of it, I think, some of the releases has obviously been money. Some of them have been, have to be drama backstage a little bit. And I think, like we've said before, and I think we're going to continue to say it until it happens. I just think they need a strong leader, a strong set of leaders that will stay and that will uh, try to steer the ship a little bit. And I think that's kind of it's got to be stressful on the wrestlers, I would think. Casey, any initial thoughts on the potential rumor that Laurel Van Ness was released or was asked for her release? I guess you could say.
No. No. I tweeted it out on the podcast Twitter that Broken Laurel is better than Broken Matt. Fight me. I don't care what you say. Fight me. We can throw down. It's true. Why Laurel? Why? Like, I mean, and I kind of get, the things that kind of DJ brought up a little bit. It could be stuff like that. You
Delete.
never know. What's that?
Delete.
Hate you. But and, and as for the fans, there's always these like TNA fans who are like, oh, it's backstage politics. It's stuff in the backstage. Like they're actually working for Impact and they're in the backstage and they know you don't know what's going on. Shut up. Shut up. Like as much, and me and DJ are guilty of it too, trying to, research and find out what's really going backstage. Let's be honest. none of us know exactly what's going on backstage at WWE, Ring of Honor, whatever. We just
I mean,
don't.
we barely know what's going on backstage at our jobs. Come
Yeah, we barely know what's going on the show. Like,
on.
come on now. But yeah, I mean, it could be, you know, she could maybe just want to move on to something new. She may want to take a break. I don't know. I mean, you know, she does wrestle for a bunch of other promotions as well. I know she wrestles for Shimmer, and a bunch of other. I can't think of it top of my head of the other promotions I've seen her in. Um, she could be trying to, you know, take time away from that. She currently resides, but I know she's in a relationship with Zack Ryder, so maybe a little bit of time away to spend time with him, because I don't know how much time they really get together, you know, with me and then her working with Impact, who has now moved to Canada.
And that also comes into it as well. Uh, and I want to get to some of our comments as well, because shout out to LB as usual, our boy LB, Justin, and and shout out to Andre Corbill for coming by. We appreciate it so much for you guys tuning in and giving us your feedback. We'll get to it here in 1 second. Were you saying
I
words?
no,
Okay.
you cut me off already. You Justin me.
You know, I adjusted you, and I'm going to say the same thing you just said. So we don't know what's going on backstage, guys. But um,
Chicken, baby, chicken.
LB cracking me up. I'm gonna let Casey, you know, think about this, chew on this for a little bit. He said, Casey, can you confirm the rumor that you have been dating Daphne and Marty Bell at the same time for the past 3 years? Question mark. And
Wait,
LB's comment on
are we
the
talking
topic
about?
at hand.
Wait, he said Daphne and who?
Daphne and Marty Bell at the
Are
same
we
time
talking
for the past
about?
3 years specifically.
Are we talking about WCW Daphne? Is
All every Daphne, all the Daphnes in the world.
uh no, because I am currently kayfabe married to Rosemary. So,
True,
and
true. Right, you're right, you're right.
I'm afraid to cheat on her.
And you know, LB was the one that leaked that. LB's other comment says he definitely agrees with me as usual. You know, I mean, who doesn't? But about the backstage being stressful on the wrestlers, um, something that Impact needs to fix. Yes, I definitely agree with that. And shout out to Andre Corbett once again, saying that she sure defended TNA on Twitter over a tweet. I tweeted about the look of the titles. If you check them out, she seems to be as loyal to Impact as she can be. So, um, I haven't looked at Andre's tweet, but I could definitely, you know, it's I don't know if it's ever as it seems. Like I think you hear somebody, you know, wanting their release, and you automatically think negative. So I appreciate Andre for, you know, filling us in on that. She was very loyal to Impact, and like Casey said, you never know what the plan is. Like she might want to go back to WWE. You know, that's where she kind of, at least that's where she became kind of known. I feel like, so you know, she might want to go back to WWE. She might want to try her hand there. She might want to take a second away, like you said, Casey. Um, I don't know. I don't know, but I I've already gotten myself in some water. I don't know if it's hot or if it's cold. Um, about talking about TNA's formula. So I think that's probably something we'll talk about as well, at some point here in the near future. You know, while we do these Impact discussions about kind of the direction that TNA is going. We haven't done a quote state of TNA review in a long time, but it's not exactly that. But I definitely want to talk about it because I think I've seen a lot of comments about TNA in general recently, so I kind of wanted to talk about it, or Impact in general recently. But so hard to say Impact. It's still hard to say Impact. Casey, do you have any more thoughts on this? Maybe does this open up the door for anybody else, or any more thoughts on this?
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to take rumors, especially rumors, I feel like, with Impact with a grain of salt, because fans, and we talk about this all the time with Impact. Impact fans, for some reason, have this weird fascination with almost wanting Impact to fail. There's always rumors that, they're going out of business. There's always rumors that somebody's leaving. There's always rumors that they're losing money. There's always rumors that something is always drastically negatively going wrong. It seems like those are the only rumors that TNA fans ever come out with. It's never like, TNA made a awesome signing and we're all happy about it. It's like, oh, TNA is bringing in another WWE dropout or something like that. Like, it's never anything.
They're bringing in another WWE dropout that we would love to see in WWE, by the way.
Like, rumors with TNA are just never, or Impact, whatever, are never positive, I feel like. So you have to kind of take them with a grain of salt, because let's be honest, 90% of them are not true or are not as bad as people perceive them to be.
Yeah.
So hopefully she's not going anywhere. Maybe she might be taking a leave of absence for a while. I don't know. But like I said, Broken Laurel is better than Broken Matt. Fight me.
Don't at him, bro. But you remember that time when everybody hated Broken Matt till he tried to do it in WWE? Remember that? Heard that's a rumor too. But anyway, we will definitely be doing more Impact Wrestling news and rumors. Anything we may hear, we're going to definitely talk about it and mention it. Like I said, I do want to do something on kind of a formula that we're seeing Impact go back to that I think people aren't even realizing, which I think is funny. So I definitely want to talk about that. We're going to talk about that in a separate video at some point in the near future when we get a chance to discuss some things.
Maybe throwing it out there. No,
true. Maybe Andre Corbio can come on the show and or we can go on his show, whatever. And we could kind of discuss the formula or whatever. He probably has some things that he's interested in. He definitely Andre's from Canada, right? Pretty sure he is. Anyway, I feel like he might could fill us in. I feel like he might could fill us in on some things, or maybe he might have some rumors of his own that he can pass along. Also, real quick before we move on, before we leave the good people, LB has put the rumor out there that I am secretly dating Dixie Carter. It is no secret. It's true. Also, it turns out that LB, me, Casey, and Andre have all signed to Park and Park Corporation, which I think is also one of those rumors that's possibly true. I heard that I was the meal ticket. That's what they told me.
Speaking of which, anybody else notice that Joseph Park's cousin looks a lot like Ethan Page? I'm just saying.
True, they do look a little bit alike. I feel like they might be even twins.
They I think they are. I think they long lost twins. I'm saying it.
But anyway, we'll see you guys next time for our Impact news and rumors. Impact rumor mill. I'm going with it till somebody changes it. Somebody gonna be like, "Bro, that name is terrible. Change it." And I'm gonna be like, "No, yeah, terrible." But we will see you guys next time. Impact review is coming up soon. Hopefully by tonight. I'm hoping, please, if I can stay up long enough. That's the plan. But we'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at ICW Podcast as well. We see you guys next time.